And welcome back to Atreyu News from Red State Watcher. Breaking: President Trump makes demand for immediate release of a prisoner. Venezuela should not allow Leopoldo Lopez, a political prisoner and husband, out of prison immediately. Something tells me he's going to get what he wants. Anyone else have that hunch? Steve Bannon has done something to the media, is losing their minds. Well, I don't think he would have done anything for the media to have lost their minds. We've watched them melt down since Trump's arrival on the scene. Chief strategist Steve Bannon has reportedly insulted the media outside Sean Spicer's office by saying, "The opposition party all lined up." The reporters from Dallas News, NBC News, Roll Call, CNN, and the New York Times and the Daily Mail immediately took to Twitter. That's awesome. The opposition party all lined up. Knock 'em dead. Knock 'em dead, Trump. Steve Bannon striding past reporters outside. The opposition party all lined up. That's awesome. They are the opposition party. They are so one-sided. Trump could save the world and cure every disease, and they would say that he ruined everything. Breaking: President Trump to hold rally. We're going to put America back to work. We're going to put people before government. Donald J. Trump. He is really something. I would say it's not like I ever met George Washington, but something tells me he's the modern George Washington. Join me in Florida this Saturday at 5 p.m. for a rally at the Orlando Melbourne International Airport. I'll be watching that. Bad news for refugees seeking asylum in Canada. Canada has a cap on the amount of refugees it can take in. The Conservative Tribune reported, while President Donald Trump has been taking action to limit the flow of refugees into America until a new vetting process can be put in place, Canada has been welcoming refugees with open arms up to a point. The Liberals are in power in Canada as well. In the wake of Trump's immigration executive order, many refugees have fled for Canada for the United States in the hopes that they could settle there instead, the New York Times reported. The only problem with this plan is that Canada has a cap on how many refugees it will admit to the country. So if too many more start flooding into Canada, they could very well be rejected. Under the Safe Third Country Agreement between the United States and Canada, refugees who apply for asylum first in one country cannot then apply for asylum in the other. That means refugees crossing from the United States into Canada cannot simply apply for asylum at a border crossing point, according to the Daily Caller. Well, it is quite clear, even though the Liberal government within Canada, Justin Trudeau, is a open feminist male who supports Islam. However, I believe the people in Canada are a lot smarter than perhaps those in Europe. I don't assume that they would allow unlimited amounts of people to hit their country, and the reason why I say that is because under the Conservative government, he wanted no refugees, zero. Stephen Harper, I think his name was, before Trudeau came to power. Once Trudeau came to power, I remember him running on the platform that part of it was like allowing 30,000 refugees into the country. And in the grand scheme of things, 30,000 is not very many. Canada would not allow millions of people to flood in like America and Europe has, at least in my opinion. And if they have laws like this, that would prove my point correct, that our neighbors to the north are a little sharper.